me see.
We're on live.
Happy Friday. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Happy holiday to somebody.
It's a holiday?
Yes, it's Friday.
Fridays are holidays, huh?
For me. No work tomorrow. How's everybody doing?
We hope everybody is doing okay. We're going to
Yes.
go ahead and get started, right? Because this live, it's not going to be long, right? Right?
No, it's not going to be long. I guess we'll welcome some people in.
We want to welcome y'all in. If you scrolling and you just go ahead on and stop right on in, okay? Hop on this live. We're talking about dating tonight, okay? I'm Shakia, one of the co-hosts for tonight's live.
And my name is Tanisha. And I am also a co-host tonight. And we want to welcome one of our guests that we have here, Terrence. And I cannot pronounce the last name. Y'all know I'm not good with names. So what's the last name? Say it for me.
Oh yeah. What's going on out there, everybody? It's your main man, Terrence J, what they call me. Podcast host of Real Talk Podcast. And also you can catch me on Clubhouse as well on Thursday, giving out these relationship advice. How y'all ladies doing over there?
All right.
All right. So we up here tonight, get ready to do our thing, guys. You know what we do? We talk about every week. We talk about relationships. We talk about families. Talk about things that's going on in the world. Them hard conversations. But we got some experts up here tonight that's going to help us out. So before we get started, we just want to give people a little chance to hop on up here. You may have seen the post on different pages today, but if you know somebody probably that was tagged in the post has to be, you have to come to Tanisha Shakia to see all of the comments. The post and the video is not going to be on our personal pages. So if you have somebody, tag and share, bring a friend on, let them know we're going to talk about the stuff tonight. And I think it's going to be really good, but I know it's going to be really good tonight. So we want you to tag and share somebody, bring them on and live with us, so they have to join in this conversation with us tonight. Let us know where you at, where you coming in from, and what you want to talk about on this live with us tonight. And put your questions in the chat box if you didn't see the post that Shakia had put up there. We got the master here tonight. He going to talk some stuff to us and answer some questions that we've been having. So we'll get down to it. So,
thanks, Ryan, girl. Thank you. I'm a little delayed because I'm doing some extra behind the scene work. So you're going to be seeing me guys look down and do all of that. So,
That's okay. That is all right. So, anybody else up here, you want to just chime in? Let us know where you watching in from. Don't be shy. Do not be shy. Don't be coming up here scrolling on our page to see what we're talking about. If you ain't going to be about this conversation, still stay up here, but engage with us. That's what we want you to do. We want you to engage with us. So let us know what you think about, the topic that we got going on tonight. All right. What you think, Terrence? Are you doing all right so far?
Oh yeah. Let's get on into it, because I know, the people is impatiently waiting to hear what I have to say, because I am that one. Like I said, you catch me on Clubhouse. I give out these relationship devices on Thursday, so I'm that guy. So a lot of people, trying to hear what I got to say and give them some advices. So I'm listening. So hit me with the questions.
All right, okay. We're going to hit you with question number 1. Oh, okay. So before we start, these questions, we did a post yesterday, okay? And everybody put questions into that post, okay, on my main page, Shakia Miss Key. So we're going to take those questions and post them into this question, and that is how we're going to elaborate on all of that, okay?
Okay, all right.
We have the first question. And let me post that. Okay, can everybody see that? How do we make modern day adjustments for old school values? Okay.
Oh man, that's a pretty smooth question to ask whoever asked that question. I think you have to go back in time and look how your grandparents was treated. When you had Big Mama and you had Papa, Papa was out there working. Of course, Big Mama was taking care of the house. And so when you look at those things and you bring those things in a nutshell about modern day times today, it can happen, but people got to be willing to put the work in. You have to put the work in. Anything that you work for is not easy. So you have to be able to put that work in, adjust, because we adjust every day. We learn from our partners each day that we wake up. So nothing is going to really be the same. Some days it may be good, some days it may be all right, and some days it may be, a little sluggish. So you have to know how to transition and work from those days and make everything work for itself, because the love is love. And if you love that person in the beginning, you definitely can love that person in the middle and the end.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. You got something? I have something to say to that one too, but T, you got something to say to that one while I'm looking for our next question.
No, I think did you say the cost of love is more?
Of course.
That's what I heard. I said, he said cost of love is more. You're absolutely right. The cost of love is more. You have a whole lot. Love is expensive these days. And it's not just money-wise, but it's just so the value-wise that you have to do. The emotional part is costing too much. It's too much. It's a difference, a big difference. I agree exactly what you said. It is a big difference.
My reply, because I think we might have some replies in there too. My reply, I looked at that one from a different standpoint, maybe. And I wrote it down because I write down everything. I think men don't look at it the same in this day and age, don't look at dating the same as they did in the modern day, especially when it comes to the cost. Like they don't even want to pay to actually get to meet you. They don't want to pay to sit down and pay for a meal to get to know you anymore. They feel like especially they're more concerned now about safety. Like back in the day, they weren't concerned about safety and the cost of a meal. They was like, they were ready to get to meet you and sit down and meet you at any type of dining establishment. They didn't even worry about like where it was or what type of restaurant it was. It was like second nature to them. Now men are like, what? Take you where? Pay $50 for what? Just to meet you, try to get to know you? I don't know you. They're more concerned about their safety now and the cost of a meal just to sit down and get to know a person they don't even, you know what I'm saying? And you didn't hear about that like that back in the day. And my second point to that is men now in the start of relationships are requesting to be treated more equally. Like I want to be just as spoiled and important stage just as well as you are. And back in the day, men did not, request that, in the courting stage, like in the dating stage, if you know what I mean. So I think like that's what I picked up from that. Like that was one of the differences. Like how do you make that adjustment and saying like, because women are like, what? Like, dude, really? Okay. And then some women are like, yeah, sure, we can do the 50-50. Let's do it. Then the other side of women are like, what, nigga, please, But anyway, that's just my take. I don't know.
It is. I just want to make one on that, if I can, Terrence. Okay.
Go ahead.
Were you gonna say something? Okay. I guess, like you said, in the modern days, because my mother was older, and I can remember when older men would like want to talk to my mom or whatever, and they'll come to the house, and she would cook them a meal, and they'll eat and they sit down and talk. So we can count back, 40 years or 30, 40, 50, 60, about 30 years. Let me talk from 30 years ago. 30 years, about 35 years ago, they would come to the house and she would fix them a meal and they would have a conversation. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't see too much then, but in my eyes, of my mom going out on a date, the man would actually come there. Then also, growing up, it was like I did the same thing. If I want to go out with a guy younger, very, very, very young, and the thing, it's okay. You can come to the house and we can just go out like that. But now, because society is so open, we want to go out and experience so much stuff. I think we put too much emphasis on going somewhere before we actually get to know who that person is. Let me interview you first. Let me see how you gonna act around where I'm at. No, some people say, I don't want you coming to my house. I don't want you coming to my house. I'll meet you out. But before I start spending some money on you, or before I start putting gas in my car to go with you, let me make sure you somebody I want to be in public with first.
Preach.
That's what I'm saying. Because we can be all right out here, but we get in public, you're gonna act a fool on me, you may act brand new. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then come out a meal trying to pay for something. How I know you're gonna pay for it? Let's cash out our money together first. You know, it's so many different steps. I don't know if he may not have, you know what I'm saying? He made me think I'm gonna pay for it. But who paying for it first?
Right. Which I totally agree on that. And it also starts into where that comes with the communication. Communication is very important. For example, if a man asks a woman out on a date, of course we automatically know that the man's supposed to pay for the date because of he asked her out. But if a woman asks a man out on a date, a woman gets shamed because if she say, well, hey, I paid for the date, I asked him out on the date, it's no problem on that. But you also have some women that will shame that other woman for asking that man out on a date and paying for that date. So I think you have to take in consideration some things may work for you and it may not work for others. So when you're looking at dating and the coding and you know what I'm saying, and all of those things, you have to figure out what's going to be the beneficiary to you on a long-term standpoint of view. It has to be something long-term, you know, because when you're looking at something and when you're meeting somebody, you're trying to go for the end game. The end game is very important. What's the end game? What's the end goal to this? Are we just sitting up here playing with each other and wasting each other's time, or are we trying to build an establishment and turn the establishment into an empire? So those are my, you know what I'm saying, my thoughts on it.
Okay.
You want to read some of these questions out? Because they got a lot of people, a lot of comments going on.
Okay. All right. This next question, in which I believe this is Ebony question. You know, I told Ebony I was going to get to that question. Can men really handle a woman able to carry herself? And I said, sure we can. You know, and when it comes to that question there, that's a very good question. Men don't have no problem meeting a woman that got her, excuse my French, shit together. We don't have no problem with that, you know, because this is what a man is looking for. And even if she don't have her shit all the way together, if you got your stuff halfway together and you got some goals coming into play, us men don't have no problem with building with you. And those are the things that we have to sit down and have conversations with. And I always bring up the situation of the 3 C's, which is communication, consistency. You have to also be in communication in line with what's going on. You have to be consistent with that person. And then you also have to be creativity with that person. And when you're being creativity with this person, you're thinking of new ideas and new ways to keep this person's spike of interest of mindset, because temptation is very hard out here, especially for the man, because of the ratio of women outnumbers the men. And so women have to understand that part as of keeping your man feeling like he's a man when he walk into that home. Don't bash him, regardless of if he's making $10 an hour, $20 an hour, and you making $60 an hour. That man is still a man at the end of the day, and that man has a goal to better himself. So it's okay for a woman to build her man up. It's okay with it, you know, because we so used to seeing in modern times and ancient times to where the man had the gold and the man had the land and the woman didn't have to do anything. But now things have changed and it's okay for a woman to, you know what I'm saying, play her role. And it's okay for a woman to encourage a man when he comes into the house. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have the bath water ran and the food and stuff. And no, you don't have to do all that. But also come to the place to where it's communication coming to factor. So when you sit down and you have those conversations and you're being creative with this person, y'all could be able to strike that interest. Like, well, hey, baby, I cooked today. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I cooked today. I got home a little early. I'll be able to do the dinner today. Or you can be able to do the dinner today. Or we end up going to support a Black business on the weekend. Y'all didn't catch that part. That's my 2 cents on it.
You said we didn't catch it, so restate it.
Supporting the black business is very important. You know, for me, I'm Pan-African all the way. I'm team us. I'm team us first, no matter what the situation may be. So I support us, no matter what the situation may be. And cooking is very important. I learned how to cook. I watched my grandma cook. I watched my father cook. I watched my brother cook, my sister cook. So cooking is very important. So now when you look at modern time, now you see some women don't like cooking. It's easy for them to go and grab something. We don't know what these folks putting in this food. And now we talk about obesity. And so when you bring obesity into the picture, this is a problem, especially when it comes to our community. So cooking home is very important because of what you digest is what you shit out. That's it.
We hear you.
All right, I'm putting question 3 up there. Now we have some comments, and I know how you operate your lives. I know you want to go on through some of the questions and then go to the comments. Is that how you want to do this today?
You might need to go
Yeah.
to comments because we doing questions. We doing so many questions. They're answering the questions within the time frame.
Okay, so you might have to, because the way I'm doing this, let's see. I'd rather meet, Ryan said, I'd rather meet you out somewhere than you come into my space. Absolutely. I know when I was dating, I'd rather do that too. Because you just really don't know who you out here meeting. You don't know these people. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I was comfortable doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
you know?
right. Which I totally agree on that. Agree on it. It's very important because your space is important.
Exactly. Russell says you don't want to invite just anyone to your home, right? I mean, I think I watch a whole lot of TV, and although some of it is not real, a lot of it happens. You know, Kelvin May. Men don't have to set expensive first or second dates. I'll get some tacos, a bottle of wine, and eat them joints on the tailgate of a. Listen. A girl like me, yeah, you can do that all weekend long. You understand?
Over and over again. Yes.
You understand? You understand? It's nothing wrong with the moonlight, honey. Nothing wrong with that.
It's so no light bill.
Huh?
I said no light bill.
A lot depends on his upbringing also. I was also raised where if you ask a woman out, then it's your responsibility to pay for the entire bill. Exactly. That's how they did it back in the day. But now these jokers out here today, like, what, sis? We doing 50-50. And you're going to do half of the gas, too. They might even want you to pick them up.
But let's be for real. Now let's be for real. Now let's dig off into what you just said. Now we're not going to sit up here and act like women don't use men for free meals. Now we ain't gonna sit up here and act like that. Now we're not gonna sit.
I did it a time or two.
I'm trying to see. Look,
I did it a time or two.
There you go.
I mean, cheers to the women. Cheers to the women. We did that.
You see this?
Now you see how you promoting this bad behavior? You can't be promoting bad behavior.
A sister had to eat. You asked. You thought I was going to turn it down? What? You taking me where? Okay.
We got 2 queens tonight. We got you.
You should have known I was going to go. I mean, come on now.
Kevin said, get up, fam.
Okay. Now, come on now. Let's be for real now. Now, how would this look if a man end up, with telling a woman, which I've seen this on rare occasions, but how would that look if a man end up going to a expensive restaurant, and saying, well, hey, well, shit, I left my wallet at the house. All right, cool. Man, I can't find my keys. Can you come pick me up? You know, those type of things. Of course, a woman would be cool with it. And she may do it a few times, but a woman will snap out that shit real quick. A man so tough and we give y'all the benefit of the doubt, even though we know y'all playing the shit out of us. But we give y'all the benefit. We give y'all the. Go ahead.
I got one better for you. We got the free meals, but how many times did the phone ring at night? Hey, you sleep? What you think? What you think you think I'm asleep? And it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. We know you ain't just checking on me. You ain't just checking on me, are you?
He is checking up on you at 9:30 and 10 o'clock at night.
On me at 10:30 at night? Really?
He
Really?
Is. Now listen, booty call
really?
hours are from when the platinum closed. The platinum closed probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's booty call hours. You know what I'm saying? So if he give you a call around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, he'd have made a pit stop at Waffle House. You know, he'd have probably picked up some crystals. You know, if the red light on at Krispy Kreme, you know he going to get you a dozen donuts.
I was just thinking about you,
baby. You know you want them donuts, baby. Don't act like you don't want them donuts, baby. Don't get 3 o'clock in the morning. Shit, girl, you better go and jump in that shower right quick. Let me go and spray some of this Japanese cherry blossom on me right quick. Let me go and get right there. You go. But you already know what's up. That's the more of the story. If a person call you at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, this ain't his first time doing it, and this ain't your first time doing it. So don't act brand new when he called you at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, talking about what you want. If he told you he on the way, you better tell him, I'm gonna see you in 20 minutes.
And that's why I'm gonna go on as many dates as I'm gonna go on for free. Now, question number 3 or number 4.
Did you finish your question number 2?
Yeah, we finished question number 2. We got everybody. Let me see. Danielle Whitehead says, sure I can, but I would still have her back if she needs me. Okay. So that was about that was the question number 2. Okay. This brother is preaching the gospel. Russell Warren shaking my head.
Who said he preaching the gospel?
Kelvin May said this brother is preaching the gospel.
I know he is. We said we want to go in the back of the pickup. Now he's talking about the brother preaching the gospel. You're trying to we don't want to.
And we know Kelvin was going to chime in right then. Russell says, shaking my head, shame on y'all, and you know it. Kelvin said,
you know it. Y'all out here using men for free meal, and y'all proud to say that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said that with y'all chest out. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what?
Shout out to my folks. You know what I'm saying?
And we took a meal home too for later.
Hold up. Pause. Time out. Did you take the meal home for yourself, or did you take the meal home for old boy sitting at the house playing PS5?
Whichever it was. Whichever one it was. Let me see.
Whichever one it was.
Whichever one it was. He knew what time it was at that time. But anyway. Okay, so I had already copied and pasted this one, which we probably kind of sort of already answered it maybe. Do we shrink in order for a man to even want to date us?
So you put let me put that up. Okay.
Do we have to shrink in order for a man to even want to date us?
Technically, no. Y'all just have to be yourselves. And like I say, for me, you know, being Pan-African, I love my woman and I love my Black queen. And it's no problem with a woman, you know, being herself. Be yourself. Don't be nobody else. Be yourself. A person is going to love you for being you. Don't sit back and watch Real Housewives of Atlanta and all of a sudden you think you finna turn into Nene. You know, cause Nene ain't got it going on like how y'all women think Nene got it going on. Candace ain't got it going on like how y'all think Candace got it going on. Ray J ain't got it going on like Ray J got it going on. You know, so you have to look at those reality TV shows and understand that it's entertainment. It's entertainment purposes only. So whatever you see on TV, it's a fairy tale. don't add that fairy tale into a real life situation. So no, ladies, you don't have to shrink yourself in order to for a man. Just be yourself. Be yourself, be true to yourself, and a man will love you for you. If the man don't love you for you, okay, it's a man out there that will love you for being you. But also stop going for the man that you know that's out your goddamn league. You know that man out your league, and you know that man got an old lady. Quit trying to DM that man. Quit trying to show him half naked pictures. Quit trying to show him titty pictures. Quit trying to show him pussy pictures. Quit trying to do that. That man is in a faithful, committed relationship. Leave that man alone and come and talk to us single men out here that don't have no problem giving you this STD free diggling.
Come on, keep it plain for him.
He said free.
Free, baby, free. STD. Make sure you.
STD free.
There you go. STD free.
STD free. Quick, great for mine. So you wait for me to answer that.
Yeah, hold up. Pause. I got a question for y'all, ladies.
Oh Lord.
Don't oh Lord me. The Lord ain't got anything to do with this right now. But technically he do, because this is a question that got something to do with the Lord, but the Lord do got something to do with it. Just a little bit, forgive me, baby Jesus, for what I'm about to say. So ladies, if you was to catch the pastor wife cheating with the deacon, would you tell the pastor or would you mind your business?
I would mind my business.
If I ain't like the pastor wife, I'll tell him. I sure will tell the pastor. If I ain't like the pastor, especially if I ain't like digging, especially if you trying to talk to me with nasty stuff, I'll tell him.
I would mind my business, because who to say that woman don't already know, and she ain't sleeping with somebody else.
I'm just joking, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't seen it. What do you say?
Some people don't want to know.
Some people don't want to know. Now the pastor wife know dang well congregation is over with, but she over there having dinner with the deacon wife. Just so happen you end up going to, we'll say, like a season 52 or something like that. Some, a little midway upscale in the middle ghetto restaurant. And you end up seeing the pastor wife over there with the, with the deacon. So are you gonna say something to the deacon and the first lady, or you ain't gonna say nothing at all and you just gonna mind your business?
If they in my space, I'm gonna say something to them, but I'll say something to them. If they're in my space, I'm gonna say something to them. But if we're in a gathered space with a lot of people around and I'm noticing, I ain't saying nothing. Because the pastor got discernment, he should know. But if they're in my space, I'm gonna say something to them. I am.
I'm going to just always have one on you. That's it. I'm always have one on you. And I'm always look at you and let you know I got one on you. That's it. And I'm mind my business.
She got one on them.
That's how I roll.
They owe you a special prayer. He owe you a special prayer.
So what you basically saying is you gonna tell her that you ain't paying your tithes and offerings for a year, and the pastor better not kick you out of church.
Yeah,
kick you off road. Okay.
When they come to me, I'm gonna say, what you say, man? What? I know you ain't said nothing. I thought I heard somebody say so. Oh, I thought so.
Amen. Amen.
I thought I heard somebody say something.
Now for me, I'm gonna whisper some good counseling in the pastor ear. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if the pastor, if he a faithful pastor or he cheat. You know what I'm saying? You know us men, we can find these things out. You know what I'm saying? We there you go. Good Lord, you know what I'm saying? Nah. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit better than that or whatever. I'm gonna do what Plies told Kurt Franklin, man. He was like, "Hey, man, if you come to the strip club with me, like, hey, I'll do a song with you." So, I'm gonna try to get the pastor to come to the strip club, and hey, see what the pastor talking about. So if me and the pastor pull up in the Bentley, we guaranteed to get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Pastor can't turn. Come on, now. Pastor can't turn that pussy down. Now, come on, now. Let the pastor
on the
in
hell
the strip club.
Mess up.
Well,
Pastor, did you say you won't going?
You
say you won't go?
Pastor, I know a secret that you don't know, Pastor. But that's the petty side of me.
But that's going to lead us into this next question. I think we're going to wrap that up, huh? Because we got more for you next week, don't we?
Okay.
Question number 4. What a man. Rob God. No. What a man.
Shit. He'll rob the shit out of Paul to pay Peter. Then he'll rob Peter to pay Paul. It's a full circle.
He sure was.
Shit. Look at Creflo Donna. Shit. Look at TD Jakes.
God, see, that's a whole
Rest in peace to Bishop Eddie Long. He was a capper and he was getting that money. 25,000 member church. Come on, man.
Did you see that? Did you see that whole write up on TD Jakes? Oh, that's a whole nother segment.
Yeah, me and him gonna have to have me and him gonna have to get real motherfucking acquainted. Him and Creflo Donna, he got this goddamn private plane. Hey Cref, bro, let me borrow a plane or something. Yeah, he got a private plane. He said that the airline don't work on his time, so he told the church to fund him a private jet, and he has a private jet.
So when was this write-up? When was this supposed to be? When was this?
I don't know when it actually happened, but I had just seen it posted in different places.
Okay, so it's been something recently.
Must have been.
I mean, the write-up was recently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, I gotta check that out.
Woo. Let's see. Would a man rather have a church or spiritual woman or a worldly woman? Now, I saw a post. I responded to this because I saw a post somewhere. I don't know whether it was Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. I'm be on TikTok. It ain't nobody's business. Where it was the majority of the men that said they'd rather have the worldly women. But I'm gonna let you.
And somebody answered this. Alexis answered this on your post too. She said something the same thing too. Mm-hmm.
A worldly
that was
woman?
actually her question.
Okay. You already know why we want a worldly woman. We want an all-round woman. If you look at the world is what? A circle. So we want a worldly woman. That's the end. You know what we like. We still look at porn. We ain't finna act like we don't look at porn. Everybody look at porn. The nuns look at porn.
So you think the spiritual women don't? I mean, you don't think they be getting it down in there.
Listen, them are the worst, but look at how much rituals that we got to go through in order to get this Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at it that way. Yeah, it's a Hellcat. Come on now, it's a Hellcat. It's a Hellcat.
Not the Hellcat.
Look how much muddy water that we got to put on that spirit in order to get the freakiness up out of her. Come on now, we'll get us a worldly woman, do a couple things, and unlock them features. And so when you unlock them features, you're able to get things that most don't get. When you look at a worldly woman, when you look at a spiritual woman, you gotta, you gotta go to church every Tuesday, you gotta go to choir practice on Wednesday, you gotta go to band rehearsal on Thursday. Shit,
you gotta put the work in.
You got to put the work, especially the Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh, they get down.
Nope.
They get down now. I'd have been to a couple Kingdom Halls before now. They gets it in. They gets it in over through there. You
Dang.
know? Yeah, I'd have been around the world, baby. They get it in. You know what I'm saying? They get it in.
So we
They
missing
get it
out
in.
on both sides of the track. Maybe we need to.
Yeah,
I'm
hang,
intrigued.
look, hang with me. You'll see some things. I'm trying to tell you, baby. You'll see some things. But you know, those are the
T, we
avenues.
missing out on both sides of the track.
I'm
T.
trying to figure out what he's talking about. I'm still trying.
That's all right. Stay clueless. I got you. Stay clueless. Stay clueless. Just stay clueless. Don't look like no tour when you know what I'm
The
saying. No
church
tourists
women
when you come.
is the worldly women. Come on.
Man, the church women ain't the world. Man, look what you gotta go through. Look at what you gotta go through.
Hold on, stop. I ain't got my pointer. What words you talking about? What kind of spiritual women you mean?
Man, you know.
I don't know what kind
They
of
out
spiritual
here
you got.
wilding,
You got some.
they dressed up free.
I don't
Man,
know.
you
They
know.
phony. They are fake. These spiritual women you talking about is these overly. I ain't putting it out. These overly whatever women. They are fake. If you are
Trust me.
oh, let me help you.
Trust me.
From a woman's standpoint. From a woman's standpoint. Okay. You can be a spiritual woman. Your spirit, that's your spirit.
What
your
is
spirit,
happening? What is happening to our internet? Look.
I don't. It's
well, we know that. We know that. We know that.
But
we just messing. We just messing. We just messing.
A spiritual woman, that's her relationship that she has with God. That ain't the relationship that she has with you. If you got a spiritual woman and if that's the person that you with, and she got more relationship with God and don't have no relationship with you, period, on a natural level, then you're right spiritual woman. Guess what? She ain't in tune with you, period. Let me just tell you that. Okay, she ain't in tune with you.
The man's job as a man is to yarn the woman's body. You remember
Hold on.
what Charlie Wilson said. You have to yarn the body. You get what I'm saying? A man's job is to yarn that body. You know what I'm saying? Because that body is a very nice fruit. It's a forbidden fruit, but it's a nice fruit.
But you just told us not too many questions ago that if that man, why are you trying to go after something that might not be for you? You can yearn about it all you want to, but if that spiritual woman is not in tune to you, you ain't yearning nothing. Earning, yearning, pulling it, tilling it, whatever. It's not. I'm just telling you.
Oh,
you say
okay.
all you want.
Okay, pause. What about Ruth and Boaz?
What about who?
Ruth and Boaz.
Oh, we just had that conversation.
We did.
There you go. Let me
we
say
just
more.
had that conversation.
What about Ruth and Boaz? What about Esther?
Did want Ruth. Boaz did want Ruth. He was not interested in that young lady. He was
Ruth
trying to help her. He was trying to help her. He wasn't interested in that girl.
How was he trying to help her? Because if we're talking about on the spiritual level, you do know that Ruth bumped into Boaz with that bucket on her head.
Do what now?
Ruth bumped into Boaz with that bucket on her head.
I'm trying to understand that. She bumped Ruth?
Yeah, Ruth. Yeah, Boaz was minding his business. Ruth was walking down the street. Ruth seen Boaz. Ruth all of a sudden put this bucket on her head and got clumsy and bumped into Boaz. So apparently she wanted to catch his attention. Now, granted, he may not actually wanted her, but the thing about it is that women, you know, to get off the, you know what I'm saying, to get on into it or whatever, women have to make themselves available. Women make themselves available to who they want to make themselves available to. Now you knew Boaz didn't want you, but you choose to bump into Boaz anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we ain't gonna get off into the subject of a woman talking about provide and protect. Now, when a woman use those terms, provide and protect, she don't realize that King Solomon is the one that wrote that same passage to where you know King Solomon had more than one. So now we're going to look at it on a spiritual standpoint of view. Spiritual back then and spiritual now, modern day times are not the same. Because we all know the Bible's been rewrote, ain't no telling how many times.
Ryan.
Okay. Woo! You got my antennas from here, there, everywhere. Which channel I'm going to? I'm like, okay, come on. Where we going?
So
I'm
we have
interested because I'm like, whoa.
So we have to look at it from that standpoint of view. And what I'm getting at is that we have to take religion out of the situation. And if we take religion out of the situation and you end up bringing the spiritual aspect of it, you would tend to get more. But instead, we see people that run to the church, run to the church, run to the church, run to the church for answers, and the church have more problems than a little bit. That was what that was the full circle that I was getting at, and when we was talking about religion. Because of the church is not the final answer. And we automatically think because a person is a pastor, he has the correct answer because he's a pastor, he's in the pulpit, and you don't supposed to question what he said. But in actuality, we supposed to read, if you're a Christian-based person, you're supposed to read your Bible every day, every night, instead of reading it on Sunday.
That's your relationship.
Yeah, that's your relationship. So when a pastor give you this sermon in church, don't say, "Ooh, Lord, the pastor preached a very good sermon," and then get home. Now you're over here fucking on Tim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. So now when we get back into the full circle of dating in 2022, you have to be able to have those type of conversations. Sitting down and having conversations is very important. Having daily conversations is very important when you're getting to know a person. And this is what leads me up to my next question that I will ask you ladies. If you're getting into a serious relationship with the person or you end up marrying that person, do y'all believe in separate banking accounts? For example, you got your own bank account, he got his own bank account, and y'all have a joint bank account, or do y'all just have that joint bank account and that's just what it is?
It's to me, it's each one is own.
Each is own, right?
There's no right and no wrong question to that. If people can have a separate bank account, they can do that. If you need a joint bank account, you can do that. Everybody's situation is different. It's no right and no wrong answers for that. For real.
And I just think, right. I mean, yeah, to each his own. Yeah.
Each his own.
Because some couples just never really even discuss it. I mean,
I think to each his own because you in a relationship doesn't mean each person knows how to budget.
Yeah.
So if you know what your responsibility is, that's what you do.
Okay. All right. And so I have one more question.
You never answered that question. What was the question about that?
Question?
You jumped down on that.
Yeah, because you never really wrapped up.
Which question? The worldly woman?
Yeah, number 4. Whether you think women really men are choosing the world. Oh yeah, he did. He said, of course, the worldly women, because worldly women are more quicker to knock it out the park.
Right, because it's actually common sense. 2 + 2 is 4. 2 × 2 is 4. No matter how you look at the situation, when it comes to a man,
I always question that in school. Like, how is that? How is that? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, because
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because if you look at a man, for example, the average man don't have no problem with taking a woman that really don't have her shit together and build her up. It's rare that you see a woman in today's time take a man that don't have his shit together and build him up. And I'll give you an example. A woman
Yeah,
can
a man
have,
like
oh yeah,
projects. Yeah.
we damn sure enough do little projects.
Yeah.
We
And
surely do. We
but why
surely
don't
do.
he
We like,
why don't he like the woman that got her shit together? Why don't he choose her? Is he intimidated? But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
listen. Why would we drive a Hellcat that got 300,000 miles on it when we could drive this Chevy Cobalt that ain't got nothing but 5,000 miles on it?
Yeah, drive, control. But anyway,
Drive.
go
It ain't
ahead,
no
go ahead.
drive. It ain't no when you
Go
drive
ahead, I
something, you
get it.
cherish it. You cherish something, and if you ever notice about a man, what do he cherish? He cherished his vehicles. He
He
cherished his
cherished what
personal
he
space.
builds, right?
There you go. What he build, what he invest in, and so women have to understand too. And it's an investment. You have to invest into that man, just like that man invests into a woman. It has to be, you know what I'm saying? It has to be on both spectrum. It just can't be where, all right, I make $30,000 a year. You make $60,000 a year. I'm willing to put my whole $30,000 in the pot to build some. You only willing to put maybe $20,000 in the pot. So now that's going to force me to go get another job to where I could be able to cover that extra $30,000. So women are not willing to do what a man do. Some do, but others don't. So when you look at talking about building up a project, so when you build up a project, what you end up getting an establishment. And when you get an establishment, you get an empire. When you get an empire, you have generational wealth. That is the end game of everything that you're supposed to be able to do in life. Your life here is to teach. You're supposed to be able to teach people, not just be stingy and be the Grinch that stole Christmas. You're supposed to be able to teach, build, and give your generation wealth and pass it on down and have family legacies.
We
Look
supposed
at
to be.
Ford. You supposed to, but it starts with having a conversation. If you're not willing to have that conversation, those daily conversations, then this is going to be the problem. We just can't come in the house. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How was your day? All right, cool. You go in the room. I go in the room. When it's time to eat dinner, don't nobody sit at the table no more and eat dinner. It's more of a, okay, well, shit, I'm on the couch, you in the room, or I get something to go. Don't nobody really sit at the table and eat dinner like how it used to be. So in order for us to get back to where it used to be, we have to be able to take those ancient craft that we used to have and bring them in today's time, put a little rough ashes on it and make it complete. We can be able to do it if we choose to do it. You see how I said we, I say we, I say us. I don't say, you know what I'm saying, you or me. It's us against the world, not me against you.
And I agree. I agree with that. Now I agree with that part. I agree. I agree. I agree, Mr. Terrence.
Hey, Troy.
But we gotta wrap it up. And I know you guys are enjoying this, and we have quite a few. One, two, three, four. We have 5 questions that was left from yesterday's post, okay? And plenty more discussion to go pertaining to this live, okay? But we are about to end this live, okay? And we're gonna do a be continue, okay? Because I know you guys are enjoying it, but we are gonna wrap up this live with our closing points, and we're gonna discuss some of the comments, okay? So let's go back and see if we missed anything pertaining to the questions. Uh, Kelvin May said, I like a freaky spiritual woman. Y'all remember Pastor Wilson was laying hands and eating women's punkat outside the church. Okay, so that was pertaining to the rather spiritual rather than worldly woman. Once you get some of that witch pussy, you won't ever be the same. Okay, so that was pertaining to question number 4. So James Reddick said the church woman is the worldly woman. The lady in the street is a freak in the sheets. We touching and agreeing at the drop of a dime. Just touch the hem of her garment and it's on. Danielle Whitehead said the dance of the freaks. Okay, Kelvin May said them church women will make you boo them during sex. Will they? Good evening, Jacob Hobson. Thanks for joining the live. Tanya, we was talking about how that whole story about Ruth. Okay. So we was tuned into that. So that was all the comments for that. All right. So they were all in agreement to that. Tanya said those are conversations that should be had before marriage. That way you would know if you can build with that person.
That's right.
Jacob said, don't end. Oh, we love that. But we got to go because we love to be continuous because we know you're all going to come back. So, are you ready for your closing remarks?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I thank y'all ladies for inviting me on to this platform. I really enjoyed this conversation. And we definitely need to have more of these conversations as well. And I got something in the work where I'm putting up tomorrow where I'm going to talk about masculinity, feminism, and demasculinity in 2022. So yes, like I say, those are great conversations that I feel like a lot of us should have. And when it comes to dating, learn to date this person for seasons. Remember what I just said. When you're dating a person, learn to date a person for seasons. When you date a person for seasons, you would know if this person is really for you. Don't cut a person off if he end up saying that, hey, I'm gonna pick you up at 7:30, and it end up being 7:31, and you want to cuss him out and cut him out and say that you late. You know, those type of things. And fellas, you know a woman take forever in the bathroom. You already know that. So if you know the date is at 7:30, you need to tell her to be ready at 4:30 so y'all can get to the date on time. Women just be late. I don't know what it is about a woman that we would never. Maybe I'm gonna ask that question. You know what I'm saying? Next go round. Why do women take forever to get dressed? They can have the
Some men
clothes
take
laid
just as
out.
long.
We don't take no long. We don't take no. It's not us. Unless you get you one of them sweet and sour chicken guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you know what a sweet and sour chicken is, right? For the people, for the people who don't know a sweet and sour chicken, Bernie Mac always said, "Him downstairs." That's a
Him
sweet and
down.
sour chicken. That's a sweet and sour chicken person. You know what I'm saying? He got his sweet and sour chicken from Egg Roll Express in Midfield. His shit
Him
is sweet.
down.
Him downstairs. So that's a sweet and sour chicken person. You know, unless you dating a sweet and sour chicken person and you want this person on your arm because you got you a little pretty, you know, a pretty couple, or you might got you a pretty boy Q, or you might got you a pretty boy Sigma, or you might get you a pretty boy Alpha, you know, or you might get you even a pretty boy Iota. What you have to do is this. Yeah, what you have to do is stop picking them pretty boys and get you one of these roughnecks that be on time. We gonna be on time. We gonna be on time. Best believe that. But yeah, on a positive note, like I said, I want to thank y'all ladies for coming on. And you know, like I said, check me out. You know, Real Talk Podcast. You can catch me on Spotify, Anchor. You can catch me on Clubhouse. Terrence Hernandez. You can catch me on there. Like I said, I have my sessions every Thursday where I talk about relationship. I'm your relationship coach. You don't need no marriage coach. I'm your relationship coach. You know, and I've been approved by ain't no telling how many people. You know, and I try to make it, you know, I try to make it feasible and affordable for people to
Who approved
understand
you?
it. Who approved
You
me,
done
baby?
bought your own stamp, didn't you? I bet you got
Baby,
your own
baby,
stamp.
baby, the Black Man Associate approved me. You know what I'm saying? That's who approved me. The Black Man Associate approved me. You know, so like I say, stay true to the woman. If you're Pan-African like me, black love all the way. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dating outside the race. Black love first. Hey, I want my woman black. I want my woman blacker than black. Forget blacker the berry, sweeter the juice. And if there's any single women out there, baby, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I have five requirements when dating a woman. She has to be born a woman. She has to have a real hair. She has to been on her job for at least 5 years. And I need 5 resumes. That's it.
5 resumes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. When you what you do when you go for a job? What you do for you get them resumes, right?
I am dead.
Okay. I need that. Listen. I need to talk to your ex. I need to see what he's talking about.
But he has an expectation.
There you go. That's my expectation. A woman, she has to be born a woman. Her DNA need to say that she was born a woman. I need to see birth certificate, baby pictures. I need to see all that. It's too many X-Men running around here. I ain't trying to get food. It's too many X-Men running around here. Yep. She need to be born a woman. I'm gonna stand on that. She need to be born a woman. She need to have real hair. She need to be in the job at least 5 years. And I need to see some resumes. I need to talk to your ex. I need to talk to your ex because of what? Why did y'all break up? If you so holier than thou, why did y'all break up? I need to know that. I need to know that one day. I ain't afraid to ask them questions. You got to ask them questions. And if you're trying to build with a person, you can't build with a person and a person ain't been on their job for at least 5 years.
Terrence.
So she applying for a job, or is she in a relationship?
Terrence.
What's up?
That's what I said.
Terrence.
Projects. You build in the beginning. You got a project going on.
You don't want us to lower our standards as women, okay? But you said, I can't even pick. I was trying to piece together.
I think Tanisha and connection is. Can y'all hear me? Because my connection is going bad too. Can y'all hear me?
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh yeah, Jacob. Jake, listen, Jacob. I already know I'm gonna be single. Listen, when I said a woman had to have real hair, I already lost 92% of the women already. I just told you I'm Pan-African. I just told you I'm Pan-African. I want my woman naturally beautiful. I don't need you been going to Dr. Miami and you can got this butt hard as a brick. I smacked that booty, my hand hurt. Come on, man. Now I got to call off work.
You hilarious.
I want my woman natural. I'm gonna stand on that. I don't care what shape she is. She natural. I'm gonna give her a chance. If she natural, I'm gonna give her a chance.
Because this one is ridiculous. Let me get my spiel for the end of the live. I just want to say we gotta forgive ourselves for failed relationships. Okay, judgment-free zone. Okay, don't question your judgment, y'all. All right. If it wasn't our fault, some things happen. Okay, so if it failed, it wasn't totally your fault.
No, it's not.
Listen to this one. And part of it was his fault. Okay. That's for thinking like that. Okay. But anyway, I'm just joking. But anyway, but don't give up on love. Okay. It can happen for everybody. So those failed relationships, it wasn't totally your fault. We got to forgive ourselves for it. All right. So this is a to be continued. I don't know what happened to T. Her connection had dropped, but this is definitely a phenomenal conversation. I'm excited and I'm pumped up for our next to be continued session, y'all. We got a couple more questions and some more discussion to go, and I just cannot wait. So I hope you guys tune in with us again to finish this discussion up, and I hope you guys had a really, really good time with us tonight. So we're gonna get ready to say goodnight to you guys. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's gonna pop on later on and say goodnight to everybody. But do you got anything else you want to say, Terrence?
Oh yeah, like I say, I appreciate y'all ladies for coming on. And also, ladies, if it's a failed relationship, don't necessarily put that pressure on y'all. It don't have to be you all the time. And there you go for fellas as well. Some people are not equally yoked, and you have to look at it that way. And so that's why I say in the beginning, ask those questions. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. I may joke a lot, and for the people that know me and the people that know my how I get down on Facebook, I'm a very private person, and in order to be my friend, you have to be chosen, because I got tired of people reporting my Facebook or whatever. But I'm a very funny person and serious at the same time.
Very.
But you have to take accountability, and I think that's something that both parties don't like doing in the beginning. Take accountability of what you did wrong and fix that accountability. And once you be able to fix that accountability, you can be able to find your king, and you know what I'm saying, and your queen can be able to find you in those things and aspects.
All right. So with that being said, we hope you guys have a really good night, and enjoy your night. All right. We're not able to leave the live until she ends the live. So I don't know what's going to happen, how we going to end this live, but have a good night. You guys just, I don't know. I guess we'll leave and she'll end the live. All right.